3 lifelong skills with the meditation. So normally, when we learn the meditation, we just not only learning how to be with the breath or sound or whatever meditation object, but at the same time, the most important thing is we are learning something very important for our life. So sometimes what I call 3 lifelong skills. So what are these 3 lifelong skills? For example, maybe I will ask you a question. Let's say, don't think about pizza. Try. Don't think about pizza now. Are you thinking about pizza? If you think about pizza, I told you don't think of pizza. If you think of pizza, then this is a big problem. So now I know you are thinking about pizza. So that's what we call aversion, resentment, or sometimes it may transform into hatred, anger. So as long as if you try to push away something, what happens? Suddenly that object or that phenomena become kind of like not pleasant, unlovable, noisy, louder, disturbance. It doesn't matter what kind of object matter, doesn't matter. It could be normally we think of the best, and suddenly somehow if you try to have a resentment, it's become unpleasant. So that manifests with like our relationship with our partners, colleagues, at workplace, and that also manifests in the environment, and that also manifests about your job, about your study. So sometimes what we make our own enemy by ourselves. So since we made it, we can free. It's in our hand. Okay, so that's the first problem. And second problem is, how many of you in the night, you really want to sleep? I need sleep. I need sleep. I need sleep. What happened? Sleep run away. You become more awake and alert, rolling right side and roll into left side. I need sleep, and sleep disappear. If yes, raise your hand. Or maybe it's too late, I want to sleep, I don't want to touch my smartphone, no smartphone, you touch smartphone, also may happen. So that is what we call like craving. So when we have this strong craving, we become out of control. Then we become slave of that, whatever the phenomenon or situation or object, a person, whatever. So that's the second problem. And number 3, the big problem is we don't see things very clear. We don't know reality very clear. So how to see things clear? First important is we need to learn that being with as it is, meaning we have to accept whatever they are. We don't need to change too much, add things, get rid of things. But first thing is just see the situation or things or phenomena, object, whatever, as it is. So these 3 things, if you don't do that, is what we call ignorant. So second problem, not seeing that as it is. We have prejudged, preconcepts, sometimes related with the childhood experience, trauma, so many things there. We cannot really get rid of them. But what we can do is just see things as it is. Then wisdom develop. So now, what are the 3 lifelong skills? The first skill is the wisdom, seeing things as it is. Second skill is what I call learning to be okay with not okay. So we need to learn acceptance, openness, and flexible, forgiveness, kind, compassionate, all these things. Last is skill number 3, not lost, be present. So how we can do that? It's difficult to do with the, once you already have the habit, it's very difficult to free this. Whatever you do is become adds or become support for your own problem. So when I was young, I had panic attacks. But for me, the biggest problem is panic of panic. So once you are in that trap, it's difficult to free. But there's another way. So the another way is through the meditation. First, we choose one neutral object. One object, maybe your breath, maybe sound, maybe visual object, maybe a stone, a flower, or something. Anything can be support, a table, a sky, water, or anything that we need to be with that. So what we call the essence of meditation is awareness. So awareness meaning knows what you're thinking, feeling, doing. Can you see my hand? Yes? That is awareness. And that is become meditation now. Do you believe? At the beginning, I don't believe. Now I believe. First time when I learned meditation, my father told me something like that. I thought, too easy. But actually, that's all. So when you look at my hand, your eyes look at my hand. Also, at the same time, your mind also look at my hand. So eyes and mind both together with my hand, that is become meditation. So we will do today with the breathing meditation, okay? We can practice this together. So first of all, I would like to ask you a question. How many of you are breathing right now? If you are breathing right now, raise your hand. I hope while you're watching this video or audio, you are raising your hand. That means you are breathing, right? Okay, of course, you might thought, stupid question. Of course, I'm breathing. I'm alive. That's all. So that is the breathing meditation now. You learn it. Why this become meditation? Because when I ask you, are you breathing now? In that moment, your mind is with the breath. Breath and mind together become breathing meditation. Okay, try this together. So please, again, keep your spine loosely straight. And if you want, you can close your eyes and relax your body, relax muscles in your body. Feel the tactile between your body and the chair, cushion, whatever you are sitting on. And feel the room temperature, warm, cold, or perfect temperature, whatever. And now, to be aware of your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And natural breath now. You don't need to control your breath. Shallow breath is okay. Deep breathing is okay. Irregular breathing is okay. Tight breathing is okay. Relaxed breathing is okay. Just natural breath. While your mind being with the breath, there's so many bala bala yada yada will come. What should I do tomorrow? Oops, I forgot something. Oh, to-do list. Oh, pizza is coming. Whatever those thoughts, let them come. As long as if you not forget the breath, anything can come. Again, we will completely forget our breath. No problem. Remember again. Remember, glimpse of the breath. Okay. So, now you already learned 3 lifelong skills with the breathing meditation. Natural breath, being with the breath as it is the beginning of develop wisdom. But at the same time, all the bala bala yada yada, all the mistakes, problems, worries, to-do lists, let them come. No need to stop them. Remember, if you say, don't think, you will think more, right? Now let them come, let them go. So that's skill number 2. Number 3, you're not completely lost. You are being with the breath again. Again, what we call short time many times. So these 3 skills you can apply in your workplace. Be with the, whatever you do, your work, be with the clear, be present with that. When you be with as it is, then you begin to see situation clear. But at the same time, everywhere there's some problem there, some mistake there. That's normal. Okay, we can learn from problem, we can grow from problem. Normally, sometimes problem is okay. If you problem, obstacle, all this normally help us to grow and learn. So okay, let them come, let them go, but don't lose completely. So you always come back to your work or your study or your connection with others. So you can apply this with the relationship. Relation become more open, more genuine, more harmony. And study also tight, you cannot study well. And you give up, you cannot study well. So you learn this skill, 3 skills with study, and you learn a lot also. So this is I think really beneficial for me, and I would like to share this to you today, and hopefully it will bring benefit into your life. Thank you.